Yes. Good morning, Ganchandra. How are you?
Yes, very good morning. I'm great. What about you?
Yeah, I am also fine, and thanks for asking. By the way, this is our very first time meeting, so I want to know something about you. So please introduce about yourself.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Gyanendra from UP in Lucknow. And of course, I have, if I talk about my work, so of course, I have to work some farm related work. And also I have some animals. I just take care of them. And if I talk about my this YouTube channel, so I have been working here for 1.5 years. That's all about me.
Okay. And I hope you too want to know about me. So this is my turn to tell something about myself. As you know that my name is Anush Naik and I'm from Odisha. Odisha state belongs to a small village. It is located under Kandhamal district and my education, like I have done my plus two only, and right now I am in Bhubaneswar. It is the capital of Odisha state. So here I am learning German language, and with the help of Skype up, I am improving my speaking skill. You can consider, and my hobbies are like playing basketball, talking to the people as I'm talking to you right now, and learning new languages. You can consider and reading books. That's all about it.
Okay, great. So Anuj, like how long have you been learning this English language? My
Yeah,
first
that's a
question.
good. Yeah. And everybody's first question most of the time the same because they ask the same question. Yeah, you can say that how long it is like not specific because after 10th I was belongs to audio medium school, and after 10th I went for my study, and when I went I saw that uh, everything was in English because I studied science. So everything was in English, and I studied in Hindi medium college. So it was very difficult for me to understand. So that time only slowly I started, but yeah, slowly I started and I understood something. Even I was able to read, write, but there was no practice of speaking a lot at all. And it goes like I did my plus two, then 1 year I was preparing for MBBS, and till that I was not able to speak very fluently, even not properly. And after that, I just practiced to speak. And 5 months ago, 5 months ago, I installed this app and I talked to like three people. After that, I felt that no, I am not good at English, and I have to work a lot. And again I deleted that app, and it is like on 22nd of August it will become 1 month that I'm talking to the people in Skype app. And you can say that yeah, nowadays I am a little good at English also. I can express myself well, and there is no hesitation, nothing. And it is going to be 1 month, not even 1 month, that I'm using this Skype app and I'm talking to the people. That's all.
Great. So what kind of problem are you facing in like learning this language? Like in spoken, if I say something like, okay, like we can read easily, we can understand easily, but when it's come to speaking, so we just get blank, like we just get stuck. It's like, oh, I don't know how to speak, but we know all the thing. We know the grammar rules, we know everything, and we can understand. Suppose you are speaking in front of me, I can understand you. But when it's come to speaking, why we get stuck? So, like, what kind of problem are you facing to speak in English?
Yeah, this is not only me. This kind of problems, most of the people, those who are beginner, they face. And you do know what is the big issue of stucking and fumbling ourselves. One thing is that vocabulary, having less vocabulary and not able to express, and sometimes not able to arrange the sentences. Like, well, suppose now I'm talking to you, but sometimes I stuck because of my lack of vocabulary, and I know the vocabulary, but while speaking, it doesn't come, and I cannot arrange the sentence according to the good pronunciation and according to the correct vocabulary.
Hmm. And still, I think we know vocab, and we have enough vocab to speak, but why we forget while speaking? So is there any like do you have any like answer for this, that why we forget vocab? Because after having conversation we just say, okay, I know that word, but I couldn't like that word didn't come in my mind while speaking. So why it happens?
Yeah. Due to lack of practice, we learn
Hmm.
some words, but we don't make use of that words, and we don't make use of new sentences. Because of that, while speaking, whatever we have learned, it doesn't come because never we used in our life as a sentence, and never we practiced. So while speaking, how will it come? Whether it is coming, still you will be confused that how to make the sentence with the help of this or that word.
Because it happened like we know we have mug up like so many words. We know if you ask me, so of course I'm going to tell you so many words. But while speaking, our mind goes blank. Why? Because it's like we don't practice every day. We are not using those words in our conversation. So just we just speak like half an hour, maybe 1 hour, mostly in a day, and most of the time we just speak our native language. So that is why we are not comfortable with this language. So we just okay, like we use some normal words, so that is why we are like able to speak those same like normal words, not advanced word, not advanced structure, because we are not getting chance to use those things. So it is really very difficult. I think it could be the reason. That's why only like we get stuck while speaking, because we don't get proper word, we don't get proper sentence as well. So this is the reason. So for that, what we have to do every day? What kind
Yeah,
of practice should we do?
every day, every day we must learn at least 4 to 5 new words, and those words we must write with a sentence, and we need to practice like 4 to 5 times. Again and again. We have to read, and we have to practice without looking at those sentences. And while communicating, also we must try to use those sentences and those vocabulary what we learned today. So by that only, we can make use of sentences and words, and it will come automatic in our mind, and there will be no blindness, nothing. So we can easily express with the advanced English also. But do you
Hmm.
know, I believe that a simple English is enough to express and to understand, because advanced English, yeah, it also helps and good, but no need to jump to advanced English. First, let us learn very properly simple English, then we will think about advanced English.
I agree with you totally, because until we are not perfect in basic things, how can we learn and how can we jump into the advanced thing? Because it might it might be difficult for us, in the beginning, that okay, any beginner comes and he starts learning English, and suppose instead of like working on tenses, some basic words, he is going to learn like idiom, phrases, and some advanced thing. Suppose he is gonna feel like bored in the beginning. He said, oh, it's really very difficult for him. So I must say that don't run after any idiom, phrase, and so many big advanced English. Just speak some basic words and a basic structure, and just try to express yourself, and just try to just describe all the things in English in simple way. Don't try to like speak. Don't try to speak all like advanced thing. So of course, it is great. So these days, like of course every beginner, they have so many platform to learn this language. Also they have like people to talk. Earlier it was really very difficult, quite like we didn't have any partner, we didn't have any platform apart from that, some books in English. So it was like very very difficult that time. So just Anuj, like just tell me, nowadays this English language can be learned easily or not?
Yeah, English is not very tough to learn, because do you know, from childhood only we are learning English. Suppose like no, in our mother tongue also, so many words are there. They are pronounced in English, and in the school also we learn English from first, second, third class to up to 12th or graduation. So I think only the lack of practice. We are having lack of practice. So I can say that if we are practicing, surely we can learn, because all the knowledge we are getting from the school, colleges. Just only the thing is that there is no practice. So if we are practicing, I think everybody can speak this English language.
Yes. And what about people say that, oh, you can't speak wrong English? Because if someone say that, oh, your English is not good, so beginner, they just feel bad, they just they get demotivated, so that's why they don't want to learn English. So making mistake in beginning, what would you like to say here? If you are making mistake, is good or bad in the beginning?
Okay, first thing before answering, I want to ask you one question. Suppose you are doing job, the money
Hmm.
you will earn per month, will you give to the people, or will you give to yourself and to your family?
Of course, I would love to like give my family members. I would like to spend something for myself. Of course.
Yeah. If you are not giving your salary, your money to the people, why are you listening to them? That they are saying you are not speaking good English, you are doing like this mistake, like that, this, because they are not going to help you in the future. So no
Hmm.
need to listen to anyone in this case. Suppose you are making mistake, people are laughing at you, let them laugh, let them make fun. But you know that why you are learning English, or why are you learning something, that you know. We are humans, we are not perfect at all. Human only make mistake, and your mistakes are only proof that you are trying. So no
Hmm.
worries about making mistakes. Suppose you are making mistake, you just keep them, keep continuously recorrecting the sentence. If suppose you are making mistake, you solve that, you correct it again, and you just go on learning. No need to listen to the people, because in the world so many are there. So if we started listening to the people, we can't grow. So no need to listen to anyone. You just
Yes.
keep on practicing, just learn English. That's it.
Great. We are beginner. We are learning. That is why we are making mistake. Why should we like think about other people that, oh, if you speak in front of they like they might laugh at us. So okay, let them laugh. This is their problem. That is my problem. I'm learning. That is why I'm making mistake here. So of course, making mistake is not a big deal. Everyone like does mistake. It's great. So like my last question, Anuj, uh, nowadays we have so many like platform to learn this language, so we should go for teacher or institute or not?
We must not go. I will say, because do you know, in the colleges, in the institute, in the coaching center, what happens? Teachers, they give us full knowledge of grammar, full knowledge of English, but they don't help us to speak. But
Hmm.
some institutes are good. They help us to speak, but some institutes, they only give the knowledge, but they don't help us to speak. So it is better to study it online, or suppose you are going, you go, no problem, but you must practice after coming there what you learned, and how you must speak, how to help yourself to learn. That's enough. I will say that whether suppose you are going, you go learn and come and make use of it and practice. And if you are not going, then also you can learn, because there are so many, they are not going to any institute, still they are learning good English.
Yes, only we have to do hard work here. We can get knowledge from them, but if I talk about practice, so we have to do. Until we speak, we can't be fluent in English. So Anuj, thank you so much that you have given me your precious time. So thank you so much. We will meet soon.
Okay, we
Okay.
will meet.